Congratulations, you have finished the Odyssey. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's check those packets, see how it went for you in the end of this amazing story we just read together. All right, let's take a look here. So we're on chapter 15. First one, the suitors are jerk faces. That's really all you need to know. Next, the suitors attempt the contest of the bow and they all fail. So remember, they set up the axes. They're trying to send the bow, or the arrow, not the bow. They're trying to send the arrow through the heads of those axes, and none of the suitors can do it, and they're super, hurt about it. Like, I can't do it, right? Okay. Then, Odysseus shoots his arrow through, and everyone is like, oh snap, right? Like, he does it perfectly. At that time, people are starting to wonder, who is this weird guy in the rags? Cool. All right, so make sure you guys have those. That one's a pretty simple chapter. Chapter 16. Whoop, spoiler alert. So first we know that Telemachus, Odysseus and Eumaeus go all over on the suitors, right? So this is like the best chapter because they just go crazy on the suitors and say, absolutely not, out of my house now, okay? Next, they do decide, and this is important you know kind of who, a few suitors' lives, like Mendon and Phemius. So they don't kill everybody, and that's important to know here because it shows both their character and kind of leads to something else that's going to happen. Okay, so please know that. And then finally, Odysseus and Penelope, who's been waiting so patiently, are finally reunited, and they get all gross. Love is disgusting, okay? Ew. That happens, though. So finally, Penelope realizes, that is my husband, right? Okay? Awesome. So we're going quickly through these. These are pretty fast chapters. After that, chapter 17. Here we go. So things aren't just all well and good. It doesn't end there. There's an angry mob who would like to kill Odysseus because he killed the suitors. So kind of a huge deal, right? A domino effect, if you will. Odysseus can't just be home and like chill. Nope. Angry mob's coming after him. All right, so how does he decide to take care of that? Well, surprisingly, Zeus, who has not been on our side before, strikes down Euphedius right here, the leader of the mob, with a lightning bolt right in his chest, and everyone else runs screaming. Like, never mind, Zeus, we're so sorry. Now, interesting that Zeus is now choosing to help Odysseus, and we'll think about kind of why. Why now, right? All right. And then finally, the end of the Odyssey. They have a feast. There's a happy party. Things are great. People are a little bit terrified to do anything that would upset Odysseus and the gods because men are getting struck by lightning bolts in front of them. But whatever. We eat. It's fine. The Odyssey. All right, let's look at these discussion questions. So, what themes are most important in the Odyssey and why? Again, this is all up to you guys and your group, what you talked about. Hero's journey, obviously, right, is a big one. Perseverance. The idea of kind of that inner self or inner character, decisions, family, identity, lots of themes there, okay? Make sure you have why, though. Talk about why. All right, and then the next one, is the ending fair? Does everybody get what they deserve? Why or why not? I don't know how to answer that question, guys. I think that's a tough one. Do you think Odysseus is a hero? We'll help you answer this question, right? You could say it's fair, you could say not, but really, what was his goal, and is he accomplishing it? All right, so it's kind of some interesting thoughts there. Hopefully you guys had some good discussions. All right, let's move on to vocab. Okay, so we got a couple ones here from chapters 15, 16, 17. First one is that word conferring. This is a verb. That's an action word, right? It means talking or discussing. We know that because it talks about the suitors conferring in low voices, right? Kind of like the word conference. Next, this is a great word, cronies. I love this word. It means friends or companions. So at lunch today, I hope you chill with your cronies, okay? And the way we know that is it talks about the suitors in a way that makes us think that they're kind of friends or a group of people that hang out together, right? Okay? And then finally, we had obstinate. What's that? That's an adjective, and what that is going to mean is like stubborn, almost defiant, like I won't do it, right? Eumaeus is weak and old, and so Antonius thinks it is obstinate or stubborn of him to not join the fight. Okay? Excellent. All right, last piece here, guys, author's language. The suitors rushed towards the threshold, swords drawn with blades held in front of them to shield them against the rain of deadly arrows. They shouted and cursed to give themselves courage. What is the tone of this? I'm going to say something intense, obviously, okay? So aggressive, warlike, Intense again would be a good word for that. They are not holding back, right? Okay. What words help us create that tone? Let's look here. So the things like, drawing it, the rain of deadly arrows, courage, swords, shield, not a bedtime story. Figurative language. All right, so let's take a look and see what can we find in here that might be figurative language. All right, so the rain of deadly arrows that I mentioned just a second ago, that's going to be a metaphor because it's not saying that the rain is like deadly arrows. The rain is deadly arrows. So that's going to be a metaphor. Okay, and then connotation for this one, I'm going to say negative, right? Because I'm not sure I want to be in a rain of deadly arrows. And it is very violent. People are dying. Yikes. Stabby stab, right? All right. So that's what we got there, guys. That should be it for your Odyssey packet. Congratulations, you have finished. MC Grammar loves you.